Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ziya. If you are a fellow and returning subscriber, thank you for your continued love and support. I appreciate you all. I'm sending you all lots of love today and every day. I hope you guys are all doing well. So today we got 3 crystals in front of you. This is going to be pick a crystal. And we're going to be seeing what is the divine currently downloading into your energetic field. So we have pile 1 with the Lodolite. Beautiful, beautiful. We got pile 2 with the Turquoise. Beautiful, beautiful. And pile 3 with the Spirit Quartz. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so definitely take your time. If you need more time, pause the video. Otherwise, whenever you are ready, feel free to check out the timestamps for your reading, and I will see you at your timestamp. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the Lodolite crystal, this is going to be your reading. So, when I was tapping into the energy, I was feeling like you guys are opening up some sort of doorway to freedom. And that's what I was feeling. Starting hearing that Freebird song, I'm as free as a bird now. Okay? So I feel like you guys are about to experience some sort of freedom or breakthrough in your life, wherever you've been feeling restricted the most. I was also seeing a triangle, which was reminding me of the Holy Trine. So I feel like you have a lot of connections spiritually that are helping you open up these doorways and that are connecting you to higher consciousness frequencies. So I feel like ultimately what the divine is downloading into your energetic field is got a lot to do with you opening up new doorways, jumping into new timelines, and freeing yourself from restrictions and limitations. Okay. So wherever that would be in your life, like I said, wherever you have been restricted the most is where I was kind of picking that up. I was also seeing an eye, which was taking me to the third eye. So I feel like the divine is also giving you a heightened sense of like clairvoyance or whatever clair you feel like you're most advanced in. But I was really picking up like your third eye, your intuition is going to have an increased sense of like sensitivity to it. It's going to be really hard to ignore. Yeah, so without further ado, let's see what is the divine downloading into you. That came right out. Wow, sweetness. And we got peace on the bottom, and it's a bird. Look. Okay, with the peace being in reverse, this is making me feel like it could feel really chaotic for you guys right now, right? Like this is not a peaceful transition into this new phase of your life. Because there could be a lot of needing to release limiting beliefs, old thought patterns, and restrictions, right? Stepping out of almost like your comfort zone. Because when I seen this card, I thought it was the comfort card. Let me find it real quick. It's pink, so it won't be too hard. I thought it was this card. Okay, so I feel like maybe they're pushing you out of your comfort zone a little bit, and that can feel scary, chaotic. There could be a little bit of resistance, right? But I feel ultimately you coming out of your comfort zone is going to bring you closer to freedom, to your peace. And I feel like what is the divine currently downloading into your energy field with the sweetness card? More sweetness in life. Like you're going to be able to actually enjoy the pleasures of life, or see life through a more loving aspect, right? With the eye, maybe you guys are just shifting your perspective, right? Maybe you're not having an increased sense of like psychic abilities if that's not something that you necessarily resonate with. It could also just be like your perception is shifting into a more loving perception. You're going to start to see life in the sweetness of life. You're going to see life in a new light, ultimately, okay? So I love that for you guys. That's a great start, pile 1. Also, Lodolite could be a good crystal for you guys right now. They call this the shamanic dreamstone, okay? That's like its other little what's the like name for the crystal? I don't know why I could not think of the word name, but you know that happens to the best of us when we're channeling. It happens, okay? I don't know if y'all watch other tarot readers, but I do, and shit, it'll be the most simplest word, and it'll just be so hard to just spit it out. Like, that's how I be feeling sometimes. Like, I just can't spit it out. It's there, it just won't come out. So anyways, but Lodolite is good to meditate with, to connect you to higher consciousness beings, and with it being like a clear stone, like a quartz, this is also going to be good for cleansing, but it's also a great crystal to use if you want to astral project or lucid dream, or if you're on like a shamanic journey. I mean, with it being called the shamanic dreamstone, right? I don't know. If you guys are on that journey of healing and self-discovery, things like this, then maybe that's a good crystal for you guys. And you can also feel free to go look up more stuff about Lodolite. It's spelled Lodolite. Lite. Yeah. When I don't have it in front of me, it's hard for me to remember sometimes, but yeah, that's how you spell it. So if you feel like you want to, go check it out, you know. I'll also probably have it pinned in the timestamp. So anyways, let's see. What is the divine currently downloading into your energetic field? That is a lot of cards, but it says big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary and inspired ideas. I love that. We got weight of the world, and it was in reverse, and it says boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. And we got surrender to the sweetness. Hold the fuck on. Hold the phone, y'all. Surrender to sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Oh my goodness, yes. You guys are about to experience a life of pleasure, luxury, joy, right? Oh, that's beautiful. Spirit is downloading some beautiful, positive, light-hearted, loving energies into your life. And I was really feeling like this is like freedom for you guys. I don't think you guys have experienced this at this level. Like I said, it could feel like a very chaotic time for you guys right now, but I do feel as you go through this journey and you clear up some of this energy and you start to step more into this like energy of sweetness, right? And you surrender to the sweetness, like that card said, you're gonna start to notice that more of these beautiful, lighthearted, positive, loving, sweet energies are going to start to come more into your life. You're going to really be able to enjoy things. So we got you're not alone, isolation, physical connection, and community. And it says you got the love, and it says Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. And this is in reverse. So boundaries, we've seen boundaries twice. Some of you guys could need to have better boundaries. It's like a half and half message that I'm picking up right now. Some of you guys need to have better boundaries, not just with other people, but with yourself, to make sure that you're getting things done, you're staying disciplined, and that you're not going to let certain things get to you anymore, okay? And for others of you, this is you having, boundaries are great. I'm not saying to just completely say fuck all of your boundaries. That's not what I'm getting at when I say this next part. But some of you guys have built up such a wall, and it's almost time for you to surrender some of these things that you have built up this wall around, right? Like, What's a good example, Spirit? You want connections just because it says physical connection. You want connections and you want friends, right? But you have such a hard time trusting new people in your life because the new people that you've let into your life prior to have done such a number on you that you just don't really hold any space for people to come in and possibly make mistakes or it's like the first little thing that goes kind of like, I don't know if I like that. You just completely shut them down. Like, I'm good. I don't even want to know about you. I don't want you to know about me. And it closes you off from those connections. And that could be a good thing or a bad thing, you know, like you could miss out on some beautiful connections, but this could also be protecting you from possibly trying to overlook the red flags, right? Because there is a difference, you know, holding space for people to make mistakes and then overlooking red flags. Like when you know something is not going to work for you and it's not aligned with you and you don't want to fuck with that, that's different than when somebody is being human, you know what I mean? And they make a little bit of a mistake and they want to apologize and make it right and work on things. And you just completely shut them down still because of past connections or traumas that you've dealt with other people, right? So with this, you're not alone, and it's saying isolation, physical connection, and community. Something that I feel like the Spirit is downloading into your energetic field is a sense of, I heard togetherness and like wholeness. So I feel like you feeling whole within yourself and possibly even attracting new connections into your life, or the connections that are already in your life are going to feel more loving and deep, if that makes sense. Like that you're going to connect back with these people in a new way, especially if you've been feeling like isolated in your life, even though that you have people in your life. It's just like you've almost felt disconnected or shut down. As of recently, it's like this is being turned back on. And I feel like it's because you've been healing something within your heart center with the sweetness card here. This is like higher heart chakra energy to me. You guys have been healing something within your higher heart chakra. So when you finish this healing process that you are currently going through, and it's not to say that you have to be 100% healed in order to have connections in your life, because I don't believe that. But once, like this healing stage that you're going through, once you go through this, it's like your heart is going to be more open and you're going to feel like you connect with people on a deeper level, which is ultimately going to make your relationships around you improve, right? And we love that. And this is, you got the love, right? You got the love, baby. You might have felt a little disconnected from it as of recently, but I feel like this is because you're going through a upgrade and a clearing and a healing. You know, you got to clear it, you got to heal it, and then you upgrade it. Boom. That's the process right there. And sometimes it don't never stop. It just keeps going like heal it, well, clear it, heal it, upgrade. Clear it, heal it, upgrade, right? That's why there's so many like different transformations that we go through in life, is because we're constantly healing and clearing and, you know, upgrading things within ourselves and within our life and within our energy. So that's cool. I love that. Let's see. What is the divine currently downloading into your energetic field? For pile 1. Wow. We got the divine matrix. This is interconnectedness, synchronicity, and God instances. Instead of coincidences, it says oh my God, now I can't even say it. God incidences. I said it so easily the first time, and then the second time around, it just was so hard. So like I was saying, it's like when your heart turns back on, you're going to feel interconnected with everything and everyone, which is going to feel maybe a little overwhelming at first. But once you learn to almost control this and have like good boundaries and things like this with yourself and with others. Not saying that you don't already, okay? But it's like once you go through this process, you're going to have to reevaluate some of these boundaries, and some of them are going to have to be reinforced, and others are going to leave. You know what I mean? You're not going to feel the need to have certain boundaries anymore because you're not attracting that energy into your life. I hope this is making sense to you guys. But I'm also feeling like Spirit could be also giving you a lot of synchronicities right now, letting you know that they're with you, and you're going to be encountering a lot of coincidences. This is all God's making, okay? God's doing. They're bringing you together with certain people or certain circumstances, or putting you in certain circumstances so that way you can grow and evolve, or meet certain people, or feel a certain thing, or, you know, it just really depends on the situation, right? But we have angelic frequency. It says, angels are here. You are safe in potent connection. So you guys are currently going through a frequency upgrade. I don't know if I said that at the beginning or not, but you guys are being attuned to the angelic frequency. And some of you guys might have already been attuned to this, but this is like a new level, okay? Like, you're going to be really feeling these things at an all-time high. I feel like if you consider yourself to be like psychic or like a channeler or something, your channeling abilities are going to be on fire. Your psychic abilities are going to be on fire, because you are going to be so connected to the angelic frequency and the higher consciousness frequencies that there is, I almost feel like there's no question about it. Like, if you used to ever question your abilities or what you were feeling or things like this, there's no question about it. Because even if you do ever get any doubt or questions, Spirit is going to send you a synchronicity to let you know that what you were feeling was 100% correct. And this is in turn going to build your trust with yourself, your abilities, with Spirit and Source. So it's like the divine is just downloading all of this trust, this sweetness, this love, this high vibrational energy and lighthearted energy into your life. And I also feel like you guys are, like I said before, like your perspective is shifting with that divine matrix right there. It's like you guys are seeing through the bullshit. You guys are starting to see life in a new light. You guys are going to see yourself in a new light. And I feel like you are also going to see the divine in all things, in all people as well. Yes, thank you. I'm going to go pee real quick, and we are going to return back to this reading, and I will be right back, okay? And we're going to get into the next question. So, BRB, baby. We're back like we never left, okay? Before I jump into the next question, I also just wanted to say, when I said this is God's making, God's doing, right? Take that however that resonates with you. If you don't necessarily look at God and call it God, you call it Source, the universe, your angels, your higher self, whatever, okay? Just put it where it fits for you. I'm not trying to force no like religion or anything like that on anybody. I'm actually not religious myself. I'm more spiritual, but you know, just put it where it fits. Okay, I just wanted to get that out the way. What are you meant to do with this? So let's see, what are you meant to do with this? We're going to pull this first, and then we're going to pull a couple tarot cards. There goes that you are not alone. And I'm also feeling like, because you are being attuned to this high frequency, that you are going to start to notice that you feel a lot more connected to Spirit as well, which is also going to make you feel like you're not alone in this, because you're really not. You never are. But, you know, sometimes when we go through those attunements or upgrades or clearings and healings, right, And I love how much pink there is, like right here especially, but there's like pink in all of these cards, and I just love that. Anyways, when you go through those processes, right, you can feel very disconnected while you go through it. It's just like when you go in, update your phone or something like that, right? When you update your phone, it usually has to shut off for a minute. Well, after it's done with the updating process, it has to shut off and restart. You know, that's kind of the process. So right now you're like maybe shut off a little bit, kind of floating around in the void. Like, what the fuck is going on? I feel like something's going to happen, but I feel like nothing's happening all at the same time, right? Like in between transitions. And that can feel very daunting sometimes, but I feel like this message is really here to just let you know that you are about to come out on the other side of this, and you're going to feel so connected. You're going to feel so grateful and blessed, okay? Blissed, all of the above. So let's see, what are you meant to do with this information? What is Spirit asking you to do with this information? I want one more, please. I said one more. I did see sacred. There's like, you said you're meant to do a lot with this now. I did see sacred purpose though. So I do feel like this is initially something that you're going to pursue your purpose with. Like this energy is going to push you closer to your purpose if you don't know necessarily what that purpose is. And for others of you that do know what your purpose is, this is going to help you with your purpose. Can I get one more? Oh, this was one. Thank you. I thought it was two. And we got friendship, support, fun, unity, and play. And we also got this, you're not alone. So at the end of the day, I feel like this is initially going to attract a community of people into your life. Maybe you guys are building your own community. You guys are building like a safe space. I heard like sanctuary for yourself and for other people to go when you feel lonely or scared, or you just want to connect with like-minded people. I don't know, there's something about that. You guys could also be like humanitarians, right? So you guys are attracting people that possibly need your help or that you can give some sort of guidance to. Because I was picking up like channeling and stuff too. So I don't know, there's something about that as well. So we got, wow, I told you at the beginning, clairvoyance. So it says clairvoyance, it says inspiration, interpretation, and trust. This is literally clarification. So what are you meant to do with this? You're meant to trust the information that you are receiving right now. The things that you are interpreting, you're meant to trust these things. And I feel like that is something that Spirit is downloading into your energetic field, is more trust and faith in your abilities, right? What you're feeling, what you're seeing, what you're thinking, what you're saying to other people, right? You are meant to trust this because it's true. Like, and I also feel like you're meant to use this as some sort of inspiration, that the things that you see, the ideas that you receive, you're meant to act on inspired action. You know what I mean? You're meant to do something with this, put this into action. This is going to be very successful for you guys because 3 + 5 = 8, right? Which is the infinity sign, which just makes me think of like abundance. But also 8 is strength in tarot. So you're meant to act on inspired action, to take charge, act with courage, okay? You guys have a lot of power behind you, okay? And if you look, her dress is like a really light pink up here and it fades down. This is like the higher heart chakra to me, man. I feel like once you finish this process of like healing your higher heart chakra, or clearing it or upgrading it or all the above, right? You're going to have a greater sense of trust in yourself. I really, really feel that. And in spirit as well. I feel like you're also going to be able to discern a lot of the information that you're receiving, whether it's from spirit or if it's just an idea that you have in your head. But I feel like you guys are so connected that a lot of the ideas that you have in your head are spirit. And we got healing earth. This is the power to give and receive healing. I love that. Look at the beam shooting out of her hands. So you guys are meant to take this information, these downloads from spirit, and you're meant to also I heard the word expend this energy into Mother Gaia and into humanity. But you guys are meant to share this regardless. You guys are channels for source. And this 46, 6 plus 4 equals 10, right? So this is like you closing out some sort of cycle to enter into something new. So I feel like whatever it is that you're healing, this is like a past version of the self, which I feel like you're going to be able to help other people go through the same types of processes as far as like healing goes, and releasing limiting beliefs, or breaking free from their own restrictions, things like that, right? I don't know, there's something about that. You guys being some sort of like leader or way shower or something. It's like you guys cracked the Da Vinci Code. It's so funny. I was just talking to my cousin about that earlier. Can't remember exactly what we were talking about, but I know I had said something about cracking the code and it being like the Da Vinci Code. It's like you guys got the juice, okay? You've done the work, and it's time to share the wisdom, share the love. Yeah. There might be more to this card too, because I feel like there's something else, but I'm gonna move on. We're gonna see, what are you meant to do with this information? Okay. It's only gonna take 3, but 4 came out. So we got the Queen of Pentacles. You guys are meant to build an empire. I really truly believe that. Meant to build some sort of empire with this information. So we got Judgment. I love that. And you also got the High Priestess, y'all. So I just wanted to mention that as well. So you guys definitely are constantly downloading information from Spirit with this Judgment card. This is linked to Archangel Gabriel. He is the messenger of God, right? So it's like you guys, him bringing these messages straight to you. It's like you receive this straight from the source, and you're meant to follow your intuition and create something with this, or share this with the world. I feel like you guys also have a lot of, with this High Priestess here, you guys have a lot of sacred knowledge and wisdom that lies within. It's like you guys know the mysteries of the universe, right? And you guys are meant to build something or create something with this information. So we got Judgment. We had the 9 of Pentacles that came out in reverse with the 5 of Cups. And we got the High Priestess right here. With this 5 of Cups, I feel like, and this 9 of Pentacles being in reverse, I feel like you guys are meant to help other people that are going through heavy transitions in their life, whether that's like they just lost somebody, or they're struggling with like a blocked heart chakra, or you guys could be energy healers as well, but whether they have like some sort of blocked energy center, it doesn't necessarily just have to be heart chakra, because I think of 5s as like blockages sometimes, or they could be like a challenge or an obstacle. So you guys are meant to help people transition through heavy periods in their life, right? Some of you guys could also be like a grief counselor or something. You guys have a very compassionate, loving, nurturing energy about you guys that you guys are meant to share with others. And I feel like a lot of this does come from source. Like if you guys tell people certain things that bring them a lot of comfort, like it's straight from source, you know? And you have this sort of empathy about you, especially with you unlocking this new level of like your heart chakras. Like you unlocked a new level, right? So you're able to give this sense of healing to others that it's very rare. It's very rare. Like if there are other people that can do this, it's very far and few in between. Like it's very rare. I'm picking up like unicorns and things like that, like something that it's very mystical, and it's not something that can just be taught. Your compassion and your empathy, the way that you can relate with other people, even if you haven't went through this exact experience, is very, it's very rare. So I feel like what you're meant to do with this is you guys are meant to share this with others. And I feel like you guys are also meant to help people through heavy transitions in their life, help people regain their independence and their freedom back, right? Help them take back control of their own lives, because I feel like you are the Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess, right? So you guys, and look at what we got underneath, the Wheel of Fortune. So you guys are meant to come in and shake some shit up, I feel like, create some unexpected shifts that I don't even think that you were able to see with your own abilities, the shifts that you are going to create in this life, or the waves that you're going to make in this life, right? You guys are meant to do something very big. But you are like this Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess energy, where you have already got it figured out. You're very stable. You're very independent. You're very nurturing, kind, compassionate. And you're helping other people find this within themselves. I feel like that's what you're meant to do, is help people regain their independence and their strength, their courage. Like it's like you give them faith that things can change. You just gotta want it bad enough. Some of you guys could also write a book, or like put your methods inside of some sort of book or newsletter or something. And this could help a lot of people as well, because I feel like with her holding like this scroll or whatever, and some in other decks, like you can definitely tell that it's a scroll, but you can kind of tell. She's holding like this scroll. So some of you guys are really meant to be like a scribe or something, like share this with others. Something I'm picking up. So I can sit here and keep talking, or we can move on to the next question. Let's see. How is this going to benefit you? Let's see how this is going to benefit you. This information that is currently being downloaded within your energy field. Tried to record this reading yesterday and it just was not happening for you, girl. I could not channel properly. So let's see. How is this going to benefit you in your life? What was this? Wow. We got Pleiadian. Didn't we see something about Pleiades earlier too with one of the cards that came out, and I said I didn't want that many, so we put it back. But yeah, that's dope. I love that. Wow. So we got Pleiadian. It says you understand polarity and balance, here to help the human race evolve, challenger of social norms. So you guys came here to challenge the social norms, okay? You guys came here to possibly even trigger people into checking their own beliefs and diving a little bit deeper into what it is that they have taken in as their own beliefs and their mindsets and, you know, things that they perceive as limitations. You guys came here to like break that shit down, help them gain their independence back and see their own light, to see their own worth, because you know your worth and you went through the same experiences, right? And if there is lack, there is also abundance, right? If there's one thing, there's another. You understand this. You understand polarity. And with that card, it says you understand polarity and balance. So with that being said, I feel like a lot of times in order to achieve true abundance, you have to know what it's like to go without, right? To lack. There's a lot of people that have a lot of abundance in their life, but because they've never experienced lack before, they don't have the sense of appreciation for the things that they have, which in turn causes people to live through a very, we'll say a low vibration. They don't appreciate, they're not living through gratitude, they're not living through love, right? Because they feel like something is missing, because they've never went without. It's like, I don't know, how do I say this? It feels almost like you guys are here to show people that are possibly struggling more or going through challenges a little bit more, that there is a high to every low that they're experiencing, in a sense. I hope that makes sense. So, wow. So we got Life Path 2 and we also got Life Path 7. That's funny. I'm a Life Path 7 too. What's poppin'? So it says Life Path 7. It says loner, intelligent, intuitive, analytical, a brilliant mind, and unique views. Won't settle for just anybody. So I feel like you guys, you have a person or people out here, but you guys are not going to settle for, I just heard second best, or what you know. Let's say you know you're worth more and somebody's giving you like the bare minimum, or they're trying to breadcrumb you. You're not going to go for that shit. You guys know better and you guys know your worth, so you're not going to settle for less. But with this also being Life Path 7, this is loner, intelligent, intuitive, and analytical. You guys could be perceived as like an introvert, or you really like your alone time. You like your peace. This is how you recharge. You regain your energy. You guys are very intuitive. And I also look at 7 as a very spiritual number. Like I was saying before, like you guys are highly connected. And you guys could also dive very deep into like esoteric teachings, metaphysical practices, things like that, like divination or healing or shamanism, whatever, right? Sacred geometry, things like that. You guys could possibly dive deep into that type of stuff or feel drawn to this, because you guys are like seekers, right? Revealers, seekers, things like that. You guys expose the truth. You shed light on things. Excuse me. We got Life Path 2. It says harmony, relationships, partnerships. You prefer not to be in the limelight. Companionship is important to you. And what was I saying with this? You are not alone. I said something about togetherness, right? So, yeah, you guys... for those of you that resonate with having like a soulmate or like a life partner or a twin flame, whatever it is, right? You guys are very right about this. If you guys have not met this person yet, this person is out here for you. And for those of you that don't really resonate with that, I feel like you have like a soul tribe or a community of people. Maybe you have both, you know what I mean? Feel free to claim all that shit, but maybe you have like a community of people that are just waiting for you to pretty much put yourself out there so they can find you. You know, when the time is right. And it says you prefer not to be in the limelight, but I do feel like you guys are... I keep hearing like leaders or way showers or something. So maybe you don't necessarily prefer it, but you know, it prefers you. You guys are meant to shine, I feel like. Yeah, I don't know. Something about that. So we got level 7 consciousness. So I feel like, how is this going to benefit you? Your intuition, your intelligence, your analytical mind, your partnerships, your relationships, all this is going to improve. It is going to enhance. I love that. And it says, you're beginning to live from spirit. You know how to heal others' pain. You connect with others emotionally. Boom. Confirmation of what I was saying before. Like, you guys are going to be connecting with people at a very deep level. And you guys are also, I feel like, meant to help people go through really heavy transitions in their life, whether that's like they just lost somebody, or, they're going through like an ego death or a spiritual awakening, or they're doing soul retrieval or something. Like, there's something about you helping people through very heavy transitions in their life, helping others heal their pain, alchemizing, transmuting, things like this. It says source of light. It says source of light and positivity to others, achieving personal growth and wisdom. Your inner strength inspires others. That's beautiful. You guys got the doorway to light within. Look at that. It's like within her body, where her heart would be. It just beams the source of light and positivity out to others. And I feel like it's because it shows within yourself, and that's why it is so inspirational to others. It's like, I want that. And it's not in like an envious way. It's like a inspired way. Like, I want that for myself. How do I achieve this? And it's because you got the juice, baby. You know how to relay the messages to people. You give them the tools, and because they've seen how much it's worked for you, it inspires them to really put that shit to action. You know what I mean? Put it to use. We love that. It says difficult road, spirit of perseverance, being prepared for great things, walking the hard path in life. Look at her in the murky, dark waters. That's dope. I love that, because I feel like you guys are the deep divers. You guys came here to experience so many hardships in life, because you guys do have that very persevering warrior spirit to you guys, and that's how your soul evolves. Okay, that's just like the path that works for you. And I feel like it's also because you're meant to help people that go through the same experiences. So in order to help people a little bit better, you have to also know what it's like to walk that road, to walk in their shoes. For some of you guys, you don't necessarily have to have experienced that same exact experience, but I do feel like when you do experience it, it just helps you have this greater understanding for what somebody is going through. And I think that is just absolutely beautiful, very powerful. You guys are very powerful souls. But yeah, so we're going to get a final message from Spirit to you. See what they want you to know. And then I'm going to close this reading out. See, what is your final message to pile 1? Wow. Like I said, some of y'all might not prefer the limelight, but it prefers you. Okay, like, you guys, oh wow, there's a strength card. We were talking about that earlier. That is beautiful. Do you want to come out? No. Okay. So we got the Queen of Swords in reverse. With the Queen of Swords being in reverse, it's giving me like a sense of resistance toward following your purpose or speaking your truth. And I feel like that's just like while you're going through this current process, like some of you guys could be feeling like this sense of resistance, or maybe you need to work on your throat chakra. Because there is this feeling of like, I don't know, like I don't want to. This feels like a lot of responsibility, or something like that. I just want to focus on myself, and that is fine. Like, take your time, you know. But yeah, there's like, oh wow, there's like this feeling of maybe even like not feeling necessarily comfortable to speak your truth yet. Maybe there's some sort of block. Definitely some sort of block. Because I feel like as I'm trying to tap into this energy of the Queen of Swords in reverse, it almost feels like my throat chakra is blocked, like my channel is blocked all of a sudden. So some of you guys could be currently feeling like your channel is a little clogged up or jammed up, like the frequency is a little jammed up. It's like trying to tune into a radio station that you don't get in your car and it just sounds like static. Some of you guys could be experiencing a little bit of that right now. And for others of you, this could also be you needing to maybe take a gentle approach, especially when it comes to yourself. Talk to yourself nicely. I just heard talk to me nice. Okay, so talk to yourself a little bit more nicely. Be a little bit more compassionate towards yourself. And allow yourself to be human and go through the experiences, the ups and the downs and everything in between, okay? Embrace all that is you and all that is your path. Because at the end of the day, this is what is initially going to bring you closer to your purpose. Okay, so we got the Six of Wands, okay? Look, this is like victory, recognition, acknowledgement. This is given I'm on top of the world, okay? I'm on top of the world. Hey. And we also had strength come out. And the Devil card came out right afterwards. So this, I like this next to each other like this because this tells me that you are working on taming your shadow. That could also be a little bit of the block, right? Is because right now you're currently working on taming your shadow or integrating your shadow in a healthy way. With the strength and the Devil being here, this could also be like ego trying to get in the way, fears or insecurities, things like this trying to jam up your frequency, right? Because you are transforming and transitioning. And sometimes if we had an ego that was surrounding like a past version of ourselves, it's going to fight back. That could be where the resistance is at, is within your ego, right? So this is you possibly learning how to integrate your ego in a healthy way, because ego is there for a reason. It's not meant to just be suppressed and ignored, but integrated in a way that is healthy and beneficial for us instead of something that tends to get in our way or keep us feeling stagnant or stuck, right? So we love that. And we also got the Eight of Cups. So this is like no longer dealing with things that don't resonate with you, things that don't bring you fulfillment. And the 8 walks right into the 9 of Cups, okay? So the 9 of Cups is that fulfillment, the wish fulfillment. This is manifestations. This is feeling content, feeling confident. So if you guys have dealt with like feelings of lack, unworthiness, feeling unconfident, you're walking away from this. You're walking away from your limiting beliefs. The 8 of Cups literally has its back turned towards the Devil, and so does the Strength card. They both have their back turned towards it because they are not allowing this to control them any longer. The Strength card is holding the lion's mouth open, but with grace. Like, it has compassion for it. So it's like, I'm not suppressing you. I'm not disowning you. I'm not putting you down. I understand. I understand where you're coming from, and I just no longer am going to allow you to run my life or control my life or make decisions for me. I make decisions for myself, right? We also got the Knight of Swords here. And I feel like with the Knight of Swords moving right towards this 8 of Cups, this is like you taking that inspired action towards releasing what is no longer serving you, chopping, like cutting ties with people. Hello, pile one. Sorry for the interruption. My dog actually got sick yesterday and I had to hurry up and jet out of here. So we're back to finish the end part of your final message. Okay, so where we left off, we were going to talk about the King of Cups with the Three of Swords. So this tells me that you guys have gained an immense amount of emotional maturity and control over your emotions due to a lot of heartbreak, heartache, grief, and a lot of other painful experiences that you guys have went through in your life. But you guys have also learned how to heal because of these experiences as well. It's like it gave you another notch under your belt of wisdom and emotional intelligence, which also allows you to understand others' emotional depths and challenges that they also experience in life, and you can help them through, right? It's like you're a light for these souls that are experiencing the things that you experienced in the past. In the past. In the past, okay? Your girl can't talk, apparently. Hello. And I'm really drawn to the Strength card being right in the middle of the reading. You guys have gained a lot of strength and courage as well coming out of these situations. It shows you your true strength and how these challenges that present themselves before you only have as much control and power over you as you allow it to. And I think you have a very deep understanding of this. It's like, I feel like maybe in the past, you were somebody that was victim in your story, and then you turned into the survivor, and now you're the thriver, okay? Like, you have used these experiences to grow, thrive, and evolve, and that is honestly just so beautiful. And I feel like that's what makes you stand out the most, and that's why people are so drawn to you as well. And with this Queen of Swords here being in reverse, I feel like this is just really telling you to use your discernment as to where you are putting your energy, and really discern whether, how do I say this? Discern your intuition from impulse or fear, because we do got the Knight of Swords here, and he can sometimes be looked at as somebody who's impulsive, and the Queen of Swords being in reverse can be somebody who's very impulsive with their words, or they can be very, I keep hearing the word striking. Like, I don't know why, but I keep hearing that. They can be somebody who can tend to lash out pretty easily, or manipulate people with their words, or put people down. I feel like regardless, your words have a lot of power behind them. So it's like, be discerning with the way that you use your words, okay? Whether you're going to use it to help people, or you're going to use it to put people down, whatever you decide to do with it, because it's your life and you get to choose what you want. I feel like you have the power to heal if you choose to do so. But yeah, I feel like you guys have a great amount of power that comes with your soul's experiences. I just keep hearing, sorry, I feel like I'm distracted in this part because I just feel like I keep hearing so many different things back and forth in my head right now. But with great power comes great responsibility, right? So pretty much use your discernment as to where you're putting your energy, what you're doing with this power, etc., okay? That's really like the message that I'm picking up. And also, there's a message here with this Three of Swords. If somebody would do it once, they'll do it again. So be cautious with who you're allowing back into your energy and into your life, especially if you don't have to deal with this person, and you're still choosing to do so because you're seeing them for their potential instead of what they're showing you that they are in this moment. It's not to say people cannot change, but it's really a message of listen to what your intuition is telling you. If something doesn't feel right, it's probably not right. If it feels like it's right, then it probably is right, okay? Just really use your discernment, tune into yourself. Like I said, you guys have a lot of emotional intelligence and depth to you, and you guys are very intuitive while also being very logical all at the same time. So use that to your advantage, okay? Continue to cut out all of these restrictions and limitations, toxicity, cycles, whatever it is, habits, hobbies that are no longer serving you and that could possibly keep you down in lower vibrational frequencies, because you are meant to attune to the high frequencies, the angelic frequency, right? So there is a message about that too. But this is all I have for you guys, and I hope this resonated with you. And if it did, definitely feel free to give this a like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell button so you don't miss when I upload. And I hope to see you guys in my next reading. Take care of yourself, okay? And I will see you in the next one. Hello, Pile 2. If you chose this beautiful turquoise crystal, this is going to be your reading. So when I was tapping into the energy, I was seeing like the alchemical symbols for fire and for water. And they were like put right next to each other, almost making like the geometrical symbol, like the diamond, okay? And I was doing that shine bright like a diamond. I was also hearing as above, so below. So I feel like you guys are coming into some sort of alignment or balance with your shadow self and your higher self, your inner child and your teenage self, your adult self. Like all of these versions of you are coming into one. And you are going through this beautiful like ascension or like attunement. Yeah. Also, I just want to point out that the turquoise crystal is great to align all of your chakras. It's also a great tool to bring in like a calming kind of energy, because sometimes these transitions and transformations that we go through can be rough. So I just wanted to also point that out as well. So without further ado, let's get in it with the reading. So we're going to be seeing what is the divine currently downloading into your energetic field. As above, so below. I just keep hearing that. What is the divine currently downloading into Pile 2's energetic field? Using thank you. Wow. We got cleanse. Look, it looks like water. That's so funny because I've seen the water alchemical symbol. We got rejection that came out. So I feel like for you guys are definitely healing a lot of the shadow self, the disowned parts of the self. You guys could be feeling very triggered right now. Spirit could be kind of downloading certain triggers into your energetic field for you to clear these things, to cleanse these things out, to allow you to come into balance with the self, right? Or with the selves, I should say, because it felt like multiple parts of yourself coming into union together. And I also, I almost forgot, I also seen like, it was like a little orb and then like a longer kind of orb. So one was like more circly, one was more ovally, and they came down like this and went apart. And I don't know why, but I was feeling like, I feel like Spirit's also giving you the courage to walk away from those that are not aligned with you. And it was kind of giving me that vibe because one was like a perfect circle, the other one was like an oval. They're like completely different. They're kind of the same shape, but they're different, you know what I mean? And they were moving away from each other, but it didn't feel like any animosity or anything. It felt like mutual, like a mutual separation. Sorry, I could not think of the word I was trying to say. I wasn't going to say separation either, but I couldn't think of the other word that I wanted to say, so we're just going to go with mutual separation. But yeah, I feel like Spirit is downloading a lot of courage, strength, drive, discipline, as well as triggers in your energy. But I feel like the reason why you're getting so much courage and everything is because they're giving you what you need to work through these triggers. So if you are feeling really triggered right now, it's not because, Spirit's just out to get you. It's because it's time to let that shit go. Let it flow. Let it go. It's time to release. Let it go. Let it flow. All right, let's see. What is wow, that came right out. We got baby steps and we got called. That's funny because yesterday I went to do this reading and these same fucking cards came out. Except I think it was this card came out and this one was on the bottom. So baby steps, it says action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So right now you're being called to really I feel like move through faith. You know what I mean? It says follow your intuition before it makes sense. So some of you guys could be being called to, I'm going to use my own life as an example. So today I woke up, I was talking to somebody for a couple days. I woke up today and I was just like, something don't feel right. This feels very like I've been here before, but I'm not in a good way. Like this is about to be a repeating cycle again if I don't take things into my own hands and cut this fucking tie and walk away. And even though they didn't really do anything in particular that would have been this is a big red flag, I just felt in my soul that something wasn't right. And I listened to my intuition, and I'm honestly so glad that I did, because it was right after, trying to have a conversation, an adult conversation, things just really went fucking left. And it showed me right there, yeah, we were not really aligned to begin with. You don't understand me. I don't really understand you. This was just never going to work. And it's not that you got to completely understand a person, but it's about trying your best to understand somebody, and I just feel like it wasn't there, you know what I mean? The reciprocity wasn't maintainable or sustainable, I should say. And we got called, it says soul gifts and training, time to step up. So some of you guys are also being called to explore new gifts or talents, things that you've been called to, that you've been feeling intuitively drawn to. Maybe you don't know why, but it's because it's your soul wanting to expand into these things. I think these are already gifts that you came here with. They're not necessarily brand new, but they're brand new to this incarnation maybe. And so right now you could be also being called to kind of spend some more time alone to really focus on your spiritual development, your physical development, emotional, mental, really get the selves in order, get all of the bodies, the mental, the physical, emotional, spiritual bodies, all of them, get them aligned and in order. Really take some time to focus on your gifts, your talents, your abilities, things like that. Some of you guys are really being called to step through a new door into a new timeline, right? And maybe this is something that you just kind of have to trust your intuition on. Maybe you don't really know what you're doing, but you feel drawn, right? Trust that. Trust that. But yeah, I feel like you guys are definitely going through a major karmic cleansing. And it's not just with karmic people. This is just karmic energy, period. Working on clearing the board. All right. Wow, that came right out. Akashic Records. This is clearing old stories, releasing past lives, and freedom. I can't make this up. Okay, so y'all are going through a major clearing right now. And I was really feeling it at the beginning, but this just goes to show, when your intuition is telling you it's time to walk away from this certain habit, it's time to walk away from this mindset, it's time to change something, it's time to walk away from this person, it's time to walk away from this job. Spirit is really asking you to trust that feeling, trust what you're sensing, because your soul is wanting to expand into something more, and it knows that it's time. Like, this is the perfect moment right now, right here. Okay, so really trust what you're feeling and continue to do your shadow work. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a big emphasis on shadow work right now, especially on the parts of yourself that were rejected, disowned, portrayed in a negative light, you know, things like that. It's really time to refocus and give that shit some extra love and compassion, and give yourself some space to have made mistakes in the past and to be human and make mistakes now in the present and in the future. You know what I mean? Allow yourself to have that space, hold that compassion for yourself, allow yourself to really grow and evolve and be part of this physical experience. You came here for a reason, right? It's not always going to be peachy. We're going to have our ups and our downs, and that's okay. So we got soul star chakra, or soul star activation. It says fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. Yeah, you guys have finished, and I just seen 1010 on here. You guys have finished a lot of these cycles, and you've learned everything that you're meant to learn from these, and now it's time to just let it go. You know what I mean? Keep the love and the lessons and release everything else. And if you've been here for a while, you probably heard me say that a few times, because that is an amazing motto. Hello, motto. No, it's an amazing motto to live by. Keep the love and the lessons and release everything else. Like, everything can be looked at as a lesson. You received as much as you were able to receive from that, whatever it was. And now it's time to go on your own, down your own path. Write your own story. You see this Akashic record? It's like a book. I feel like right now you're moving into the next chapter. You finished a chapter, and now it's time to write your own story. It's not moving into a chapter that's already been written. This is you being able to write your own story. How do you want this next part of your life to go? Okay? It says remembering who you are. So you guys are receiving a lot of downloads about who you are, about your worth. You're receiving insight about, and this right here, I'm sorry, but I just got to say it. This right here is reminding me of Tiger's Nest. It's like a place in Bhutan, which I really want to go there. So I don't know why, but that could be significant to you guys. It's like a temple, and it's very sacred. So maybe some of you guys are needing to find your own sacred temple or create your own sacred space or something, right? Where you can go and just be you and maybe talk to the universe and just feel that really strong connection to yourself and to God or whoever you want to, you know, preach to or talk to, your higher power, right? And now I don't even remember what I was saying. But yeah, you guys are receiving a lot of downloads and clarity about who you are. You're receiving a lot of balance and harmony, cleansing, clearing, things like that. That's what Spirit is currently downloading into your energetic field. So pay attention to what you're feeling triggered by. Pay attention to who you're being triggered by or what you're being triggered by, right? I think I said what twice. So, you know, really pay attention to that one. So next we're going to see, what are you meant to do with this energy or this information? Said it's time to go. It's time to flow. No, 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 no. Don't you know? Don't you know? I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'll stop. I ain't never said I was a singer, but I am gonna sing, baby. If there's anything about me, I'm gonna sing to ya. This is, what are you meant to do with this? Ooh, one more, please. Okay, we'll just keep going. One more, please. What is pile 2 meant to do with this energy, this information? What do you want pile 2 to do? Whoa. You ain't taking all those. Said it's time to go. It's time to go. You see how them cards keep wanting to flip over and then they turn their back on it? Okay. Wow. Duality. That's that balance, that harmony. We got earth magic. It says fearlessness, removing obstacles. I'm telling y'all are some courageous warrior spirits, man. You guys are built for this shit, okay? Overcoming all challenges, against all odds, all adversity, right? You guys are meant to transcend all of this shit. You're made for this, baby. You are made for this. And I feel like you got the power of the universe like on your side, okay? You got the dark and the light working together to help you through this. And this is 26, which reduces down to 8, which is the strength card. I'm telling y'all. Y'all are receiving a great amount of help right now on this part of your journey. You are definitely not alone. They said, we know this is a big part of your journey right now. This is kind of a really challenging time in your life, right? But we're here to help, okay? We're here to help you release these ties and to come into alignment with what is truly for you. It's like you're taking your fate and your destiny back into your own hands. You're writing your own story. You're not letting anything write your story for you. You know, like when you're stuck in the wheel of karma, how you're just destined to come across certain things. You got to learn certain lessons, things like that. It's like once you go through that clearing and you release all that old shit, you are free from the wheel of karma until you create more karma for yourself. But I feel like you guys have hit that 52%. And you're off the wheel of karma now. And it's like, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go from here? And I also feel like you're being commended and you're being recognized and appreciated by Spirit for all the work that you've done. Like, don't think that shit went unnoticed. I can't even pick this card up. Wow, we got 44, which is a master number. It says harvest, gathering of blessings. Okay, so this 44 card right here is like, I feel like y'all are master builders. Okay, you guys could be amazing manifestors. Maybe some of you guys are like, yeah, right. I have yet to see my manifestations, but it's like, it's because this energy has been in your way. It's been blocking you. But X marks the spot. So all of these things that have been blocking you, all these places that have this little X right there, once you reveal and shed light on that shit, shed love on that shit, it's like you come into this beautiful jackpot, this treasure chest that's just full of opportunity and growth, and it's all gold. Okay, it's all gold. Okay, it's not glitter. It's gold, baby. And we also got 36, and this is duality. It says many blessings. I also just want to say 4 and 4 is also 8. So 88, major abundance. Major abundance is waiting for you. What do you do? Okay. I don't know why I feel like I want to sing so much. Maybe you guys are like creatives or artists or singers or whatever. And this is card 36, which reduces down to 9. And this is that like shadow work. Dive into the depths of your soul. Figuring out who you are. And with this skull being here, this is like giving me like, past versions of the self. Also, that shadow work that I was talking about. I don't know. Duality, it says many meanings and misunderstanding. So I feel like this is like you returning to these misunderstandings about yourself and about others and about life and beliefs and traditions and whatever else that you're reviewing right now. This is giving like judgment and hermit card energy right now. But you're reviewing all of these different aspects and parts of your life, lessons, things like that. And you're like receiving some sort of clarity. It's kind of what I'm picking up. Having some sort of like revelation about what it is, and also reclaiming your power from these things. You see how she's wearing the red? This is giving me like power, because red is like a power color, right? It's like you reviewing these things to reclaim your power, to call your energy back. Calling on my energy, and okay? Like you guys are calling back all of your power, all of your energy. your innocence, your purity. And it looks like she got a book right there. Like she about to, I'm taking it as she's about to start rewriting the story. I feel like you created this to begin with, right? But it's like now it's time, because your energy has shifted so much and you're being attuned to a new frequency. It's like it's time to write a story that's aligned with me in this new reality, this new version of myself, where I do receive everything that's meant for me. I do come into alignment. 889 could also be an angel number for you guys, or 988. $25, which reduces down to a 7. So you guys could definitely be like a life path 7 or a life path 8, maybe even a life path 9, right? 7, 8, 9. Those are like that's card says baby steps, right? I feel like you guys are in that like 7, 8, 9. Like you guys are in like the ending stages of this chapter, right? 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you start a new chapter, boom. So it's like you guys are in the ending phase. And because this is a general rated, just, put yourself where you fit. But you guys are in that ending phase of your chapter, your journey. Well, this part of your journey, I should say, because I don't think it ends here. I think you guys are meant for a lot. It's this harvest gathering of blessings. It's like you guys are coming for everything that you deserve, everything that's meant for you. So, let's see, what are you meant to do with this energy? Meant to come for everything that is yours, everything that is meant for you. Look, I split the deck, 10 of Pentacles. What are you meant to do with this? What are you meant to do with this energy? Wow, Ace of Cups. What are you meant to do with this energy? Please for God too. Whoa, whoa. We got the King of Pentacles, okay. We got the King of Cups. I love that. Which way? All right. Hermit. I just had a look. You feel me? That's so funny. I love when that happens. So, we got the Ace of Cups. We got the King of Cups. We got the motherfucking High Priestess with the Devil card in reverse. The High Priestess is upright, the Devil card's in reverse. And we got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So this right here is telling me you guys are meant to go back to all of these, not go back to these karmic situations as in I'm going to take you back, but make peace with these things, right? See where the imbalances were, see where you gave too much or where maybe you were taking too much even, right? Because, we do a little bit of both. Like, it's time to really recognize your faults and your connections, even though that can be really triggering. And sometimes, people hear that and they're like, I didn't do anything. Like, we all play a part in our story and within every piece of our connection, right? So maybe you didn't have good boundaries and you let somebody just like kind of take from you. That your part in that was you didn't have good boundaries. You know what I mean? Like, and that sucks and it's hard to hear that sometimes. But you know what? We all have our own little, I don't know, faults. We all have our own faults. I was trying to come up with a better word than just faults, so I don't have to keep saying that. But yeah, we all got our own faults. Shit, like, I do the same thing. I get attached to people very fucking easily. And sometimes I just want to keep giving these people the benefit of the doubt, even when my intuition's like, girl, this ain't gonna work. And that's why I was talking about that story earlier, like me having to cut that person off. Like, it sucked. It really did, because I really did want to see, like, where it went, because I felt like there was a lot of potential. But something that a lot of us, including myself, need to do is stop looking at what people's potential can be and look at where they're currently at. Is this aligned with you? Is this the energy that you want to align yourself with? And then, make your decision. But I feel like you guys are past that point where it's like, I don't need this in my life. You're going to drag me down. You're going to keep me from reaching my full potential. But I feel like you guys have this deep inner knowing about what it is that has served its purpose in your life. And it's time to break free. It's time to free yourself. And like this says, fearlessness, removing obstacles. It's time to remove yourself from these obstacles. It's time to remove these obstacles out of your path. You feel me? You got the strength, you got the power, you got the courage, you got the help, you got the assistance spiritually. Even if you don't have it physically, you have it spiritually, and that's all you fucking need. At the end of the day, you guys are spiritual fucking warriors. Use that shit, okay? We got the Ace of Cups with the King of Cups. This is talking to me. This is telling me you utilize your emotional intelligence, your healing abilities, I'm feeling like your abilities to like transcend and clear, to bring in new energy, right? Because this Ace of Cups is giving me like this sense of newness. And then the King of Cups is making me feel like the master. You feel me? Like he's the master of the cups. He's a master healer. He's a master psychic. He's a master empath. Like he's an empowered empath. You feel me? Like he's mastered his empathic abilities. He does not no longer allow that shit to absorb into his energy. He observes, he heals, and he releases. You feel me? Just like water, he lets that shit flow. And I feel like something else that you guys are meant to do with this is really start to trust your intuition and trust your trust your abilities, pretty much. Like trust your psychic abilities, your spiritual abilities, trust your emotional body. Like I'm also feeling like pay attention to your body too, because your body will tell you things. Like if an energy is not aligned with you, like you might get anxious when you talk to them. And there's a difference between feeling like nerves because you don't, maybe you don't communicate with other people. Maybe you've been in that hermit energy for a while and you forgot how to communicate, right? But like really pay attention to how you feel when you're done talking to somebody or when you're about to talk to somebody. Do you feel anxious and drained, irritated afterwards? Do you feel, pay attention to that type of shit because it will tell you things, right? And I feel like your body be talking to you. Your emotions be talking to you. I feel like sometimes you even encounter certain people and then you start to feel like really confused or chaotic, or you start to notice that certain things start to happen around you and you're like, why the fuck is this happening? This is because you are associating with the wrong energy right now. This is what you're aligning yourself with. Really pay attention to that. But yeah, pay attention to the imbalances because this is where you need to work on freeing yourself from those restrictions. Like I said, you guys learned the lesson, so it's time to let that shit go. So, let it go. Let it go. Let's see. We're going to move on to the next question. It says, how is this going to benefit you? And then we're going to pull some final messages. All right. How is this going to benefit pile 2? Simplicity. Whoa. Wow. We got long life. Blessed with a good long life, a long life journey of learning, being happy and healthy at an old age. We love to see that. So you're going to be benefited by gaining some extra years in your life, gaining some good health. You feel me? Like, you're going to be blessed with a long, happy life, like I said. Wow, karmic bonds. Says a pre-birth agreement to fulfill uncomfortable and binding relationships, identify them and break free. That's that devil card. The Six of Pentacles, identify them, pay attention to the imbalances, break free from that shit. You fulfilled this contract that you guys had before you incarnated here. And now it's time to really just fucking break free from that shit. If you have not cut ties yet, I definitely recommend doing, physically cutting ties. I don't think it's best. Okay, so karmic relationships, they're here for us to learn a lesson. Like I said, keep the love and the lessons and release everything else. It's time to let this shit go. If you guys struggle with some of the same things that I do, like walking away from connections, and you tend to hold on to them long past their due date, it's time to write that shit off. You feel me? It's time to sign off on that contract. You did your work. And that's all that matters. We also got Earth Soul. Says, sticks to what is socially accepted, desire to belong to a community, spiritually evolve here on Earth. And look at how dirty she is. It's like some of y'all really had to get dragged through the mud in order for you to learn some of these lessons and to recognize your worth and shit. And I feel like maybe there was times where you stuck around with a certain people or a certain group of people just because you really wanted that support system here on Earth. But at the end of the day, I feel like once you break free from these binds and these ties and shit like that, you're going to come into your soul tribe, your community. You keep feeling like you want to be a part or you desire to belong to a community because you know that you're meant to be part of a group of souls, right? Like, you're not the only one that incarnated here. We got simplicity. It says minimalism heals the soul. You're not defined by your possessions. And it says design a simple life. So I feel like something that you're going to benefit from all this is you're going to be less attached. You're going to be more detached from things. You're going to move through love. Love is not attachment. Love is not control. Love is free. Okay? Free to be whatever it is. Free to be themselves. Free to be whatever experience. Like, I want to come up with a better example or something, but I just can't even think. It's just free, okay? It's free. There is no control. It just chooses you and you choose it, and you guys love each other unconditionally no matter what it is or what they do. And it's not to say that you accept every negative behavior that is thrown your way when you love somebody unconditionally, but you just accept that's who they are and that's where they're at on their journey. And maybe you've been there before, you know what I mean? Time to put that shit in the past, but I feel like you guys are going to be feeling free. Simplicity. It's like your life is being simplified. It's not going to be so complicated. It's not meant to be so complicated forever anyways. So we got Lyran. It says, excel in physical activities, binge in physical joys, freedom fighter, go from fling to fling, and hardly settle. So some of you guys could, with this being like, it says freedom fighter, some of you guys are like warriors, like spiritual warriors, like I was saying. And you guys are meant to explore new ways to possibly bring in like the sense of freedom. There's something here and I'm trying to pick up the message. I'm sorry. I don't feel like you guys are meant to settle, and that's why you hardly settle, because you're not meant to settle. You know you're meant for more. But there could be like a need to really be by yourself while you focus on your healing for a minute and like clearing these ties so you do not continue to attract this energy into your life that you know you don't deserve, because you know you're worth more, right? Some of you guys could also just like it says, excels in physical activity. Some of you guys could just need to maybe move your physical body a little bit more to help like purge some of these energies out. Is also something that I'm picking up. This is what brings your soul happiness or your body happiness, whatever. I mean, our bodies are meant to move anyways, right? what do they say, like 30 minutes a day? Keep the doctor away. 30 minutes a day is pretty good for your body, as long as you're moving for at least 30 minutes a day, you know, doing something physical or active, whether it's walking or jump roping or hula hooping or whatever it is, right? Whatever you feel called to do. We got transformation. It says many changes throughout your life, experiencing many endings at once. You thrive through change. So your life, something else that you're going to benefit from is your life is going to transform. You're going to become a new version of yourself, and this is going to be a very beautiful and life-changing experience for you guys. Look how confident she looks. It's like your confidence is going to be boosted. Your power, you're going to be feeling very powerful. Like, I'm on top of the world. I don't know, I just started hearing that. But your life is going to transform in so many ways. You guys are going to be thriving. Not that you're not already, but in so many ways. Wherever you felt restricted before is going to start to thrive. We got child soul. It says adapting to the rules of life, lessons, social structure, rules and roles. It says traits, discipline, dutiful, and traditional. So I feel like with this card right here, you guys are meant to break and transcend the social structures. You guys are meant to how do I say it? Because with this right here, it says sticks to what is socially accepted, and then this says social structure. So I feel like there's something about wanting to be accepted or breaking free from the feelings of like wanting to be accepted by others or dealing with shit that you know that you don't deserve because you want to be accepted, you want to be acknowledged. It's like just being authentic, you know what I mean? This is traits, discipline, dutiful, and traditional. I feel like you guys do have an amazing amount of discipline, which is beautiful. Not a lot of people have a lot of discipline, especially to, you know, walk away from things that are no longer serving them. That shit is hard. Like I was saying before, I struggle with it too. And I do have a lot of discipline, you know what I mean? But it's like you guys are being more disciplined and breaking free from the social structures, what is no longer serving you, things like that. This is something that your soul came here to learn. And I feel like you learned the lesson. Now it's time to thrive. We got legacy. It says achieving great things in abundance. Your purpose is to leave a legacy, living the highest quality of life. Yeah, you guys are meant to thrive. You guys are meant to live a life of luxury. I'm also feeling like just like freedom to do whatever it is that you please. If you want to travel, you want to build a house, you want to have a farm, you want to fucking have 10 cats, you know, like you guys are going to be able to be free to do whatever it is that you want to do. You want to eat healthy, you want to grow your own food, you want to, you know, whatever it is that you want to do, you guys are going to be able to do this. And I feel like this is going to be something that you leave behind for your children or many generations to come after you. Maybe you don't have children, maybe I don't know. Maybe you leave it to your cousin's kids or something. Who knows, right? But yeah, you guys are leaving a legacy. Maybe you're just leaving a legacy behind for humanity, right? Maybe you're just like humanitarians. You're just out to help humans or the environment or, I don't know, the planet, the universe. I don't know. Go as big as you want. Reach for the stars, you know? You are a star. So we got level 10 consciousness. It says you live in your own spiritual reality. You are fused with the collective. You are able to channel divine power. I love this because we've seen 7, we've seen 8, we've seen 9, and now we're seeing 10, okay? That's the end of the cycle right there. Boom. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. You guys are transcending. This is something that is going to be benefiting you from this energy and this information is you guys are going to be ascending, transcending into a higher level of consciousness. You're going to be feeling very connected to the collective, to the planet, to source, and all the above, right? As above, so below. You're going to be feeling connected to everything. You're going to have this sense of respect from all walks of life, all different types of entities and energies. They're all going to be trying to work with you to help you out on your mission, your journey, because you've gained this sense of respect. Like I said, spiritual warrior, bro. Like, so you guys are meant to be very respected. And it's not like you go around and you demand this type of respect. It's just you have a certain energy about you and you're very graceful and respectable and respectful. So you just automatically attract this into your life. You know what I mean? Look at what, 10 of Pentacles again. I'm like trying to pick the cards up and that shit just was not, it was sticking to the table. So that's that legacy right there, baby. Confirmation. Confirmation. So now we're going to get some final messages and I'm going to close this reading out. This is beautiful for you guys. I love this. You guys are going to be benefiting in a lot of ways. Your life is going to completely transform. You're going to be feeling free. You're going to be able to do as you please. You're not going to feel restricted by the social structures. You're not going to feel like you're trying so hard to fit in or to belong. You're going to be creating something for yourself. And with this legacy card being here too, this could be you creating your own community, right? Like I was saying before, like, oh, this card was flipped over. We got the 7 of Cups in reverse. This is telling me y'all are seeing past the illusions, right? People ain't going to be able to get over on you no more. People ain't going to be able to make you feel small. You know your worth. You know your power. You know who you are. You're gaining clarity and insight. You're gaining courage. You're gaining power. You're gaining your energy back. This is, yeah, beautiful. Sorry. I just sneezed. Bless me. Y'all are about to be blessed too, okay? Bless you. Shit. So let's see. What are your final messages for pile 2? So we got the 2 of Pentacles. So for me personally, this is like you kind of like between 2 different worlds, trying to bring balance within the 2. This is also, there's something else here. Give me a second. I feel like this is also you being more cautious with who or what you're investing your energy into, making sure that it's worth it, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. Not to say people ain't worth it, but some people ain't. All right. And I'm feeling like it's time to get your priorities straight. You feel me? Like it's time to pick and choose what can go and what needs to be focused on right now, and really have the discipline to maintain putting that effort in or the energy into that. So we got the 4 of Swords in reverse, which is telling me that some of you guys might not be resting enough. Some of you guys might need to connect back with your meditation. Some of you guys could also just be feeling really overwhelmed. Like I was saying, turquoise is a great crystal to bring like that peaceful kind of energy into your life. Maybe it's time to go get you some turquoise if you don't have some already. You know what I mean? It's time, baby. It's time. Ooh. So we got the Knight of Wands. Moving right towards this 4 of Swords. So yeah, it's like, I feel like if some of you guys are kind of feeling a little burnt out or overwhelmed or even a little like, I'm hearing the word pessimistic, it's because you guys need to really focus on resting right now, kind of get out of that masculine energy where you're trying to just go or push through certain things. I know we have certain responsibilities and things like that. Where was that one card? It says dutiful, right? So some of you guys could just like, when you guys have responsibilities or something, it's like, I have to do this. And I get it. There are certain things that we do have to do. But there's also like, if we want to do something, if we want to make time for something, we're going to at the end of the day, you know? So I feel like maybe carve out a little bit more time to really just rest and connect back with yourself, connect back with your passions, things that reignite you and revitalize you, and not things that drain you. You know what I mean? Like, really focus your energy and your intention. Like I was saying with this Two of Pentacles, this is kind of giving me the vibe of like you paying attention to what you're investing your energy into. And underneath that, we got the Hanged Man. So there could be like a need for like a pause, for some stillness, to shift your perspective, to gain some sort of enlightenment, some sort of healing, clarity. We got the Five of Cups in reverse. We got the Eight of Cups in reverse. We got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And we also got the Ten of Swords in reverse. So I do feel like there are some really hard things, or things that are going to take a lot of discipline and work and effort on your end in order to really walk away from these things and cut ties. I think there is a deep emotional connection to some of these things, whether it's people or like a job or something. There could be a lot of emotion tied into this, a lot of investment that has been put into this, and for some of you this could be really hard for you to walk away from. But I think once you do finally decide, like, I'm gonna put an end to this, I'm gonna walk away from this is not serving me, you're gonna realize how much more energy that you have. You're gonna realize how good you feel walking away. You're not really gonna second guess the decision that you made. You're gonna feel good about your decision. Could be a little bit of sadness around it, right? But I do think that you're going to feel better at the end of all of this. Some of you guys have some ties that need to be cut, or some habits or something that you need to walk away from. And if you guys need help, obviously there are sources out here that you can seek guidance from or support from, because I know not everything is just easy to just drop like that, you know? I'm not telling you to just do that because I know it's hard, it takes time. But also give yourself that time and that space to do so. If it doesn't happen right away, that's okay. You know, if you slip back into old habits, or you find yourself wanting to reach out to somebody or something, like, that's okay. I just feel like giving yourself that time and that space and holding the grace and compassion for yourself is going to go a really long way for you guys. But yeah, I think some of you guys just need to be a little bit more dedicated to making it happen. You know what I mean? With this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you can be somebody who's kind of like, he don't really rely too much on his discipline. He's kind of just waiting for the motivation or the inspiration to come in. Because the Knight of Pentacles, he can be very slow moving, but he's also somebody who's very disciplined, very dedicated. He puts the work in, even if it's little bits at a time, right? So maybe some of you guys are just feeling overwhelmed right now. You don't know where to start or how to start, and Spirit's like, just little baby steps. We did see baby steps. Little baby steps every single day are going to make for great strides someday, okay? Rome was not built in a day, so don't try to change all of these things overnight. A lot of these things could be things that you've had going on in your life for years, you know? It's not going to fucking change overnight. It's going to take time. So, yeah, what I'm feeling is really hold that space for yourself. It's kind of like go through the process on this part of your journey, okay? So this is what I have for you guys. I hope this resonated with you. I'm kind of sorry, I'm sorry for the kind of like broken channeling at the end, because I started like, I'm really hungry and I just feel like I have no energy now. But I hope this resonated with you guys, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Definitely feel free to give this a like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell button so you don't miss when I upload. Like I said, I hope to see you guys in my next one, okay? So take care of yourself. Hello, Pile 3. If you chose this beautiful spirit quartz, this is going to be your reading. Look at my little corroded part. This used to be my one that I used to wear in my necklace all the time. And I used to shower with it and shit, so you know. Cute. Anyways, when I was tapping into your guys' energy, I was seeing the pyramids. So you guys could be my part that's connected to Egypt very strongly. I was feeling like you guys are going to be receiving a lot of downloads within your energetic field about ancient wisdom from your starry ancestors, your soul ancestors, things like that. I was also feeling like you guys could be very connected to water as well. Maybe you guys receive a lot of insight and downloads from water. Some of you guys could do like water scrying, things like that. Is also something that I was picking up. But that's what I was getting when I was tapping into your energy. So without further ado, let's get in with the cards. That was a horrible shuffle, but I don't care. Let's see, what is pile 3 currently being having downloaded? We got balance and protection. Balance has come out for, I think, every pile now. So, I don't know, maybe it was just pile 2 and pile 3 now. But I swear this has been like an overall theme. And most piles only got 1. So, I kind of want to reshuffle until I just get 1. But I feel like you guys are definitely being very protected. You guys are having this balancing within your energy field. Let's see, what is pile 3 currently? What is the divine currently downloading into pile 3's energy? Can't even say my question I wrote down. Thank you. Got passion with disruption in reverse. So, I feel like you guys are definitely going to have an increase in your creativity, and in your drive, your passion. You guys are going to be feeling a lot more inspired to take certain actions or to move towards things that you really desire. Because this is making me feel like desire, passion, desire, things like that. I feel like they kind of go hand in hand. Maybe you guys are having like a balancing in your ego, learning to have like a healthy ego or something. I don't know. Could be something around there too. What is the divine currently downloading into pile 3's energy, please and thank you. I only want 1. But we got Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. And we also got Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. But I'm going to shuffle again because I only want 1 card. Lost Lands, I'm telling you. It says, soul memories and gifts, you've done this before. This is giving me like Atlantis vibes. So I feel like you guys have a lot of like soul or star ancestors giving you the gift of like wisdom, knowledge, helping you tap into soul memories or even memories from Gaia. This is also making me think of like Lemuria for some reason. Star family. I think this was, maybe it wasn't. This was yesterday. Never mind. Scratch that. So we got star families as you're part of a team of souls. Call and support. Seas of Mintaka. Seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. So I definitely feel like you guys have a lot of spiritual support around you right now. Spirit is protecting you, giving you messages, insight, downloads. Some of you guys are also being gifted like ideas from Spirit that they want you to take some sort of action on and creating this into the physical into your physical reality, into the physical reality of others, right? Bringing unconsciousness to light, it said. So some of you guys are being called to shed some light on some corruption or, I don't know, distortion, something. Why y'all keep getting 2 cards? We got the crown chakra upgrade, and we also got the soul star activation. Divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. And then we got fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. Wow, you guys are having a deep remembrance. That's funny. Pile 2 got the same card. Clearing old stories, releasing past lives, and freedom, Akashic records. So I feel like you guys are also being gifted or downloaded your Akashic records, and the Akashic records of the universe are being downloaded into your energetic field as well. We got halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons. Confirmation of everything that we've been talking about so far. You guys are... I feel like you guys are definitely doing some deep diving. You guys are very spiritual. I feel like all of the piles have been spiritual, but this one feels deeper to me. I also feel like some of you guys could be reliving some of your past lives and going through like a judgment process, like taking away things that need to be integrated into this lifetime that will benefit you, and then releasing everything else. Kind of the same message that I told Pile 2. Keep the love and the lessons and release everything else, okay? So that's kind of the vibe that I'm picking up. It's time to really take some time to review, reflect, and release. Review, reflect, release. I wanted 2 out of this deck, so we'll take it. Angelic assistance, divine guidance, and loving support. Wow, you guys have a lot of souls and spirit guides around you. Also, I forgot to even ask, what are you meant to do with this? You guys are meant to utilize this help that Spirit is giving you right now in order to bring something in, some new energy. You guys are meant to transcend something. Just making me think of the Lovers as well. So I feel like there's like a decision that you guys are needing to make, and it's the answer lies within your heart is kind of the vibe that I'm picking up. We got sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy. Love that. You guys are very connected to your ancestors, to the divine, spirit. With the ancestral legacy thing, I think you guys are transcending like ancestral karma as well. So you guys are very powerful souls. This is something that I'm picking up. You guys came here to not only do the work for yourself, but for others that were struggling. And I feel like that's why you have such a deep connection with your ancestors and with the star ancestors and things like that, because the work that you do for them, I don't know, it's like there's something about that. Like the work that you do for them, it's like you're so much more protected. It's not that everybody else is not protected, but you guys are just like super protected because of everything that you've done for Spirit. Some of you guys could be like ascended masters or something. I don't know. Circle of eternal joy. It says timelessness and dance of life. I feel like with this card, you're like honoring your cycles. You guys understand the cycles of life. You understand your soul cycles. Timelessness, dance of life, circle of eternal joy. And I feel like you guys move through a very joyous or loving, lighthearted type of energy. There's something about the way that you do things that is very like childlike. Like there's like this fearlessness but tenderness about you, you know? You know? And we got 43 and 41. 41 reduces down to 5. 43 reduces down to 4, 5, 6, 7. Reduces down to 7. So if we got 5 and 7, as well as 43 and 41. 5 is all about like challenges, growth, obstacles, right? And then 7 is all about like deep diving, revelations. This is like, I also kind of look at 7 as like a philosopher or somebody who sheds light on, I just keep hearing distortion. Somebody who sheds light on like distortion, corruption, dogma. They're like an innovator, right? So they got like the keys of how to break free from certain things. And I feel like you're meant to do something with that. You guys are meant to utilize that, or like maybe you guys are meant to write some sort of book or some, I don't know, something. I'm here, show me the way instead of take me away to a secret place. I'm feeling show me the way. Let's see, what are you meant to do with this information or this energy? Wow. All right, so we got the Page of Swords in reverse. So I feel like this is you cutting through the illusions, seeing things for what they are, or shedding light on illusions. I don't know, helping others see the illusions or the cycles that they're stuck in. So we got the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are meant to create something very abundant with this energy. We got the 10 of Swords. I just heard as soon as you let it go, that's when you'll know. So I don't know what that means for you guys, but as soon as you let it go, you'll know. Okay, maybe there's something that is unclear to you because you're currently holding on to some sort of situation, or you're needing to put an end to something, and you feel this intuitively, but it's like this feeling of uncertainty, you know what I mean? And it's like, as soon as you let it go, it's like it becomes clear, like I made the right decision, or something else in your path becomes very clear for you guys, as in where you're meant to go or what you're meant to do or something. So we got the 2 of Wands. And I just keep hearing, show me the way. Oh my goodness. And we got the Page of Cups. See, this is giving me like that childlike energy that I was picking up before. And we got the Queen of Pentacles here. So it's like you guys are very nurturing, strong-willed, disciplined, compassionate. But you guys are also very childlike. So I don't know, there's just this special touch that you guys have that the world needs, like in order to raise its frequency and for people to really understand who they are and how to tap back into that like joyous nature that lies within us all, that a lot of us become so disconnected from because, you know, life throws us obstacles and sometimes it causes us to be a little bit serious or pessimistic. We lose touch with our childlike nature and our fun, our happiness, our joy, things like that. We almost become dead inside, right? So I feel like it's like you guys are awakening this like inner child energy within others, which is allowing them to become more creative, more inspired, to explore more, like explore their self, their emotions, their like, it's like you create this safe space for people to feel like it's okay to be vulnerable, like it's okay to open up, it's okay to love, it's okay to have fun, you know what I mean? And it's because of this, I don't know, this foundation that you're building, something about a foundation. And I also feel like you guys have just handled so many obstacles with so much grace. And it's very inspirational to other people, like the way that you handle yourself, you handle challenges and what life throws at you is so inspirational to people. But yeah, I feel like what are you guys meant to do with this? You guys are meant to create this I don't know, like a safe space or a sacred place or space or whatever. And to show people the way. You guys are the way showers. So you guys are meant to show people the way and help people learn how to heal all on their own. Letting people know that all of that is within them. And I feel like you're letting them know, not by just telling them, but by showing them, you know, by doing it for yourself. You show other people how to do it for themselves. That's beautiful. But yeah, you guys are meant to cut through the illusions and create something very beautiful in this life that's going to help a lot of people. So I feel like I'm just flying through this reading. Let's see. How is this going to benefit you? How is this going to benefit pile 3? Dang. We got level 6 consciousness on the bottom. Between the world and spiritual realm, mastered living between both worlds can resolve conflicts and offer guidance. I'm telling y'all. Can resolve conflicts and offer guidance. Oh, what have we been talking about this whole time? Y'all are definitely, wow. Pile 2 got this same card. If you guys were drawn to pile 2, there could be messages for you there as well. But yeah, we got level 1 consciousness. And I feel like this is what that Page of Swords in reverse is talking about. Like you breaking free from the illusion, starting to see past the distortion and corruption and the standards that society is like pushed onto people and onto you. Programmings, things like that, right? So as you identify with the physical realm, you absorb the values of society, material success, and status defines you. I feel like these are the type of people that you're helping. You're helping them take the glasses off and to see clearly. I would imagine wearing these like neon glasses like this, that when you take them off, it's like your eyes take a minute to adjust. It almost hurts their eyes. I feel like for some people, it's like taking a hard look at themselves, taking a hard look at life, the people that are around them, and helping them see the truth in the matter, right? And the truth is that most of the reality that they've known is been a lie. And that's hard to digest, and I get it, because that's how I felt when I like finally started waking up. I was like, oh no. What in the fuck did I do? Like, how did I get here? Why have I tolerated this? You know, there's just so many whys and hows and whos and whats. Like, but I feel like you guys have the guidance to offer these people the touch, the magic touch, to comfort these people in their time of need. But I feel like you guys were made for this shit. It's like part of your purpose. We got community, and also with the lost lands. I think that's what that is. Lost lands. This is making me think of like, you've seen how the ways of the humans and, you know, the people in power have like destroyed other civilizations. And it's like you trying to bring that sense of awareness and healing in, so that way we don't repeat the same cycle again. And we need more of that in this life. I feel like you guys have this magic touch to you. We got community. It says making a community contribution, standing up for the rights of others, deeply caring for social issues. I'm telling you, deeply caring for social issues. You guys are like environmentalists, activists, or whatever you guys identify with. Maybe you guys are guidance counselors, spiritual teachers. Maybe you're just like a regular teacher or something, a therapist. I don't know. But I feel like you guys make this, and it doesn't have to be limited to those things either. I just feel like whatever it is that you're doing is helping a lot of people. You guys are making, like it says, community contribution. You guys are standing up for the rights of others. You guys are standing up for what you believe. You guys are speaking your truth, being authentic, helping others also do the same. You know what I mean? It's like when you heal, everyone around you starts to heal. Everyone around you starts to benefit from that energy. And it's not people taking your energy or draining your energy. There's a difference between that. But it's like, I don't know. There's just this really beautiful energy about what you guys are doing right now. So we got seeking answers. It says exploring metaphysical and esoteric fields in search for answers and truth, the beginning of your spiritual search. Yeah, we were picking up number 7. This is kind of like the vibe of 7, I feel like. It's like somebody who does like to explore the metaphysical or esoteric fields. So somebody that is just like trying to reveal the truth. They're like the philosophers, the truth seekers. I'm a life path 7 myself, so I can't remember what they called it. Damn, I wish I could remember what they called it because I feel like it's relevant right now. The lonely researcher. So I don't even fucking know what they said. I can't remember exactly what they said, but it was something about, you know, being some sort of like researcher and also being like a loner. So some of you guys could spend a lot of time alone, but I think you guys are meant to have like a community of people as well. But I think you just recharge and you gain most of your wisdom and knowledge from being by yourself. So I got karmic bonds. It says a pre-birth agreement to fulfill uncomfortable and binding relationships, identify them, and break free. This is something that you're helping a lot of people through because you've done it yourself. So you actually have the experience and the guidance to offer people things that actually work, right? Because, you know, we all got different methods and everything, but there's something about your methods that is going to help a lot of people. I think a lot of people have tried to cut ties or walk away from certain things or people that have been karmic in their life, that have been toxic in their life. And they've tried a lot of different methods, but none of them have actually worked. But it's something about your method that just does the job. You might even hear that a lot. Like, I've tried so many things and nothing worked. And the advice that you gave me, it helped me so much. Like, I don't know, you could have people kind of like praising you. Because they're very thankful for the advice and the guidance that you've given them. But pile 2 also got this card, and they got this card too. So I do feel like you guys have lived a very challenging and like a roller coaster of a life, as most of us have, right? But there's something about the way that you've decided to handle yours that is just magnifico. We got mature soul, and it says embracing otherness. It says lessons are empathy and self-awareness, traits introspective, inquisitive, and sensitive. Yes, you guys are very like wise souls. And I do like, again, it says introspective. This is giving me like hermit vibes. So I do feel like you guys do spend a lot of time alone to do that deep dive and to focus on your healing. But this is what's going to benefit a lot of people. And I feel like you wake this up in other people too. You make people more inquisitive. They ask these questions. You awaken this sense of sensitivity and introspection within themselves, as well as like their empathy and their self-awareness starts to increase when they get around you, when they encounter you, because you're just so tapped in. It's like it rubs off on people. Like it has this rippling effect, like a domino effect. When you get around other people, they really feel that shit. I really, truly feel that. And we also got level 8 consciousness. It says your ego is beginning to crumble. You master the energy you channel. It says you master the energy you channel. And it says your energy can influence others' actions. I can't. Because look, that's fucking clarification of what I was just saying. You guys have like a very electric type of energy about you. It just, when you get around other people, it just ignites them. It awakens them. It's like a jolt. Like, oh, what was that? What was that? But yeah, that's very beautiful. I love that. I love that energy. I feel like I can channel this pile a little bit easier just because I definitely relate. I resonate with this pile a lot. I resonate with all of them in a way, but especially with this pile. You master the energy you channel. Oh, It's like, I feel like for you guys, like when you find out about a certain gift or talent or ability, or you want to try something, you can master this very fast because, I don't know, it's like you channel it through you, become the master. Because there's something about that, you master the energy you channel. And I think it's also because your ego isn't in the way to really like tell you like, oh, you can't do that. That's not for you. We could never be that great. You know, like, you know how some people's egos just kind of stand in the way of their greatness? It's like you've like dismantled your ego so much that it has no say. You have a very healthy ego. It's like it's there, but it's never in control. I don't know, you've learned to like really integrate it into your life. Your energy can influence others' actions. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get your final message. We got the Six of Swords in reverse. We got Judgment. I'm pretty sure the Hermit card just flipped over too. I swear I seen it. Yup, the Hermit in reverse. You guys could also be mediums is something that I'm picking up right now too, because we got the Six of Swords in reverse, which is kind of giving me the vibe of like people that have crossed over. Maybe you guys are like mediums or something. With Judgment also being next to that, it's kind of giving me the vibe of like you channeling messages from the other side. I think you have a direct connection to Source or Spirit. You guys could also be very connected to Archangel Gabriel. Final message for group 3. 9 of Cups in reverse. The Star in reverse. The 4 of Swords. The Knight of Cups. Whoa. Whoa there, buckaroo. Whoa, Nelly. And we got the Star in reverse as well. Okay, so I feel like you guys are here to like help restore faith and hope within humanity, where hope has been lost, where people feel like they're lost, right? They don't know who they are. You guys are like a guide to lost souls. I really, truly believe that, especially with the Hermit being in reverse here. This is kind of giving me the vibe of like lost soul type of vibes. Somebody who gets lost in the darkness and can't seem to find their light. It's like you have the guidance that they've been needing to just restore that hope and that faith, that healing within themselves. And with this 4 of Swords being here, I feel like for some of you guys, since this is like your final message or like advice, some of you guys do need to take that time to really like recharge. Like I know you guys want to help everybody, but sometimes you need to take that time for yourself to like really clear your energy and to heal, because you guys are constantly like helping other people transmute, transcend, and find themselves. Maybe you guys do like soul retrieval or energy retrieval. And that can be really draining and taxing on us as humans as well, right? Even though we're very spiritual and we're very connected and that's where our heart lies, it can still be very draining. So it's like you needing to take time to really have that time for yourself, to really take care of yourself, to recharge. That's when you do your best work. You know what I mean? That's when you can bring the most healing and guidance to those in need, is when you take that time for yourself, to give yourself what you need, also to replenish yourself, to give that love and that compassion and all of these other beautiful things that you give to everybody else, to give it to yourself. I feel like you guys also kind of thrive through chaos in a sense. It's not like you love chaos, but you thrive through it, because I keep looking at the 6 of Swords and like with it being in reverse like that, it moves back into the 5 of Swords. So it's like some of you guys, you're like big steppers or something. Like you ain't afraid to go into the chaos. Like you know you're going to come out on top. victorious at the end of the day. I just keep hearing that song. I'm Big Stepper. I hear all them threats, but I don't never feel no pressure. Hey. I think you guys definitely are like a lotus flower. Like you thrive in the muckiest of water where most plants will not grow, where they would go and die. It's like you just thrive in that shit. I get it out the mud. Yeah. Okay. Also, just keep continuing your work. This is part of your purpose. I just feel like I want to say that. It's part of your purpose, and I feel like you guys are helping a lot of people step into their confidence. With this Nine of Cups being in reverse, I tend to look at the Nine of Cups also as like a sense of like confidence. Just because look at how smug he looking right there. Like he know he the shit. He know his power. He know his worth. We got the Five of Cups with the Five of Wands. I'm telling y'all are not afraid to go to the darkest parts of other people and of yourself. It's like, I got demons for your demons, bitch. Like, I don't know. Like, that shit don't ever overwhelm you too much. I don't want to say it don't ever, because I'm sure it can become very taxing and overwhelming, but I feel like you guys always come out of it. It's not like you get lost in it and you can't see your way out. You guys have went through it before, so it's like, I already know how to come out. I know how to bounce back. I know Spirit's got my back. You know what I mean? You got this sense of confidence and belief in Spirit and in yourself that a lot of people are lacking right now that you're helping restore. So keep doing your work. This is part of your purpose. I just want to say that. But this is all I'm seeing for you guys for pile 3. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, definitely feel free to give this a like, a comment, subscribe, hit the little bell button so you don't miss when I upload. And I hope to see you guys in my next reading, okay? My next reading is going to be talking about what are your spiritual abilities and how can you tap more into them. I'm hoping to have that reading posted later on this week. But I hope to see you guys in my next reading, okay? So take care of yourselves. Sending you guys lots of love.